Hey guys, I'm Dylan Heathcote from AMZ Joy, and today I'm going to walk you through some Amazon PPC optimizations that we can use to lower your ACOS to where it needs to be. In today's video, we're going to focus on optimizing bids on high ACOS keywords and product targets, and also optimizing bids on high spend, zero order keywords and targets. This alone is going to help control ACOS and get it closer to where you want to be. Okay, so let's jump into Amazon Ads Console. And the first thing I want you to do is download a bulk operations spreadsheet. So in your Amazon Ads Console, on the left-hand side in the pop-out bar, select bulk operations. For date range, select 30 days. Untick everything except for sponsored products data. Click create spreadsheet for download. And after a little while, the download will be ready below. I've already gone ahead and done this, so I'm going to open up the spreadsheet in Excel. After opening up the spreadsheet, we're going to head over to the second tab, Sponsored Products Campaigns. And the first thing we're going to do before we start is just clean it up. So I want you to select everything by clicking Control A, add a filter up the top, filter, head over to column B, which is Entity. In the dropdown, unselect everything and only select keyword and product targeting. Next, we're going to head over to column R, which is state. Untick pause and only leave enabled checked. Double check column S and T that only enabled is showing. So what we're doing here is we're only getting keywords and product targets that are enabled, and the campaign and ad group is enabled. So these are the only ones that are running. We're just cleaning up any mess. Unclick it and then click Control All again, and then I'm going to copy it all, Control C. I want you to open up a new sheet and click Control Shift V. This is to paste it into the new sheet. Head back to the original spreadsheet, which is Sponsored Products Campaigns. Double click on the name below and just copy it. And then put anything in there. I'm just going to put 1. And then we're going to go to the sheet we created and just paste that in. Sponsored Products Campaigns. And we're going to delete the original sheet. So now it's in its original format, all cleaned up. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add on 4 columns to the end. So I'm going to insert 3 columns. It's important that you copy exactly the columns that I'm using, because the formula that I'm going to provide you uses those columns. So in AW, we're going to do AOV, which is average order value. AX, we're going to do CVR, which is conversion rate. AY, we're going to do target ACOS. And AZ, we're going to do new bid. Okay. For the purposes of this video, we're going to use account-wide averages. You can get more granular on this for each column. You can do it ASIN by ASIN. For example, average order value, you can get the actual ASIN product price to be more accurate. And you can also get the conversion rate for that ASIN. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to do account-wide averages. So average order value is just the average sale price for the account. Conversion rate, the average conversion rate for the account, excluding 0%. Target ACOS is the ACOS that you want to achieve or get down to. So for some accounts, that could be 40%, 30%, etc. Once again, you can get granular. If your campaigns have different intents like ranking, efficiency, profitability, they could have a different target ACOS. For example, if your target ACOS is 30% and you want a ranking campaign, you might target double that, 60%. Okay, so I will leave those numbers up to you, but for this video, averages. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the average order value and the conversion rate. Okay, so we're going to jump back into Amazon Seller Central, not the ads, the actual Seller Central. In the drop-down menu, reports, business reports. On the first page, which is the sales dashboard, should be default. I want you to select the last 30 days. So for this example, January 1st to January 30th, apply. Now the average sales price is just ordered product sales divided by units ordered. So 5102 divided by 396. So you can see the average order value for this account is $12.88 or $12.88. Let's copy that and head back to our bulk operations spreadsheet. Under average order value in the first cell, we're going to paste $12.88, so $12.88. Right in that little right-hand corner, double click the small box, and that will populate all the cells below. You can also just select the cell and drag it down. Next, let's get the average conversion rate. Back in business reports, we're going to go to the left-hand side and select detailed page sales and traffic by child item. Now, your report here might look a little different. It's because you can show and hide certain columns to what you want, but all we really need is the child ASIN and the unit session percentage. The unit session percentage is the conversion rate. So make sure we got at least 30 days, which is the default here. Download that CSV and let's open it up. Okay, once it's opened up, I'm going to select all by clicking Control A. I'm going to add a filter and I'm just going to get rid of any 0%. So I'm going to uncheck 0%. You can use a formula for this, but for this video, I'm just going to filter it out. Let's select column E, and you can see in the bottom right corner, the average pop up, which is 0.039, which means the average conversion rate is 3.9%. For this, I'm just going to round it up to 4%. Okay, so now we're going to go to our bulk operations spreadsheet, and in conversion rate, we're going to enter the conversion rate, the average conversion rate, as a decimal. So I'm going to use 4%, which is going to be 0.04. Once again, I'm going to select that cell, double click the right side box to populate every cell below with the same conversion rate. Next, target ACOS. So for this account in particular, their target ACOS is 30%. So we're going to enter that in as a decimal, which is 0.3. If you're targeting 45%, it's 0.45. Once again, we'll populate every cell below. Now, next is where the magic happens. In the description below, I've already made this formula for you. And that formula is going to be used in column AZ, which is going to be your new bid. So first, let me put that formula in, and you can see that it's already created a new bid for me. Okay, so what is this formula doing? It's doing a few things. It's handling high ACOS, it's handling high spend, and it's ignoring low visibility and low ACOS. So we're basically just focusing on high spend and high ACOS. One other rule that I've implemented is that the new bid must be lower than the current CPC, which is the cost per click, which you can find in column AU. The reason for this is if the calculated bid for this example is 40 cents, but we're actually paying 32 cents per cost per click, nothing's going to change because you're still paying more than what the cost per click is. So we need to make sure it's lower than the CPC. Okay, now what formulas are we using? For high ACOS, we're using revenue per click times target ACOS. Revenue per click is sales divided by clicks. Pretty straightforward. Next, for high spend, this is where it's a little more tricky. We're using average order value times conversion rate times 1 divided by the square root of 1 plus the current clicks times target ACOS. It's quite the mouthful, but this is already done for you using the data that we have set up and provided, and it's all handled with this one formula. So grab it from the description below, paste it in, and then right here, click that little square in the bottom right hand corner and drag it all the way down. You can see all the new bids are already calculated and ready to go. So for low bid and low visibility, they're just keeping the current bid. Nothing's changing on those. We're trying to reduce ACOS, so we're not going to play around too much with those. It does have another rule in place that the bid cannot go lower than 2 cents because that's as low as sponsored products can go. So what we're going to do is once you've dragged this formula down, we're going to select that entire column. So select AZ row 2, and I do Control Shift arrow down, and it will select that entire column. Control C to copy. And then we're going to head over to column AB, starting in cell 2. And we're going to do Control Shift V. So we're copying the new bid to the bid column in order to update it. We can go ahead and delete the columns that we created, which is from AW to AZ, the 4 columns, delete that. And then the next thing we need to make sure is you're going to head over to column C, operation, change it to update. Double click that small box again and populate every cell down. Awesome. Next thing you're going to do is save the file and then upload it back to where we got the bulk operations for. Choose file and then download it from there and upload. I promise you this is going to help lower your ACOS dramatically. And just to recap, you can enter in different target ACOS for each keyword based on the intent of that keyword and what you want to achieve. And you can get more granular by using the actual product price and the actual conversion rate to get a bit more accurate. But for this example in this video, we were just using averages, and I promise you this will still help a lot. My name is Dylan Heathcote from AMZ Joy. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you got any questions, all my contact info is in the description below. Thank you.